Without dumb question from the Gula, I had buys once we broke above this level. I identified in the analysis we sent. The whole idea was price to possibly continue on since we had clean range above this 4-hour candle. Closed partial positions at 1862. Let me bring this up over here. All right, let's see here. All right, there we go. We got the gulag here as well. Okay, this is the buy I had. This was on the 30-minute right here. 30-minute execution, 4-hour candle analysis for price to continue bullish since we had clean candles to the left hand side. Secured partials as we came out towards 1863. Yeah, as we come up to 1863 and now just letting the rest run over here now. So close around 50 lots, letting the rest run. Pound yen is, anticipated to continue up, yes, but I think we can still move up on pound yen till 154.500. I think that could be a possibility here. So we'll see. Who was that came in? Oh, servant. A servant came in with the tea. Okay, what was your stop loss on that trade? The stop loss on that trade was below the current 30-minute candle. So this one right here. Once it broke above the previous one, the stops were just below this area here. Sound a bit sick, mentor? No, I'm well rested. All right, let's take a look at pound over here. All right, let's take a look at pound. So these were the levels we identified when the analysis was sent in the Slack groups. This level right here, 154.720, based on the area to the left-hand side. Do you take those trades every day? No. This one, no. I executed on gold, but not on pound yen. So if we look to the left-hand side, we can see there was a rejection right here. And that's exactly where price came up. We broke in pre-London, and then we continued moving up towards the area we had planned on to. So now at this point, I think it's better to kind of like, redo the analysis here. Let's take a look on the 4-hour time frame. 4-hour, there's no supports, there's no resistances. Looking at the 1-hour time frame, we are creating a support. Since the 1-hour candle is about to close, we have a resistance formed as well on the 1-hour time frame, and then we have this wick to fill if we do continue pushing up. I grabbed 18 pips in the GJ buys. Oh, nice, man. Congratulations. All right, let's take a look on the 30-minute time. Yeah, so that's our minor resistance on the 30-minute time frame, right over here, 154.500, which also happens to be a kind of like like a strong psychological level here as well. Because above this area, we have clean range, 9 pips. I think with volume we can continue pushing up. Didn't take the buys due to the barcodes. Yes, that's correct. But also there was volume, right? Volume will always push price up through the barcodes. Barcodes is just a way of saying there's a lot of consolidation to the left-hand side. Yeah, I think gold can also break above. If we break above 1863, even 1864, man, we have clean room to the left-hand side. It's like a 60-70 pip range for price to continue pushing up. But in the same way, in the opposite spectrum of this analysis, if we break below 1859 right here, or if we can get a candle to close down below, so let's say if we get a candle to close maybe something like this, I think the candle after that can continue pushing down since we have clean range right here to the left hand side. So that could be a pretty good idea there as well. So from 1859 till 1856, they got 30 pip range over here, yeah? 30, yeah, 28, 30 pip range. If volume will decrease from December, when do you think the volume will be back normal? It depends, it depends from year to year. It depends from instances to instances. If we look at this past 2020, there was less volume. If we look at 2021, there was just bad volume, right? So normally what I do is I take a break on the 15th December and I come back on the 15th January. Yeah, 15th January. All right, this is actually pushing over here now, pound yen. We're coming up towards consolidation area. So I think this could be a pretty good idea for price to break above 154.500. Are you trading December? I'll see. It depends on the trading conditions. Hello everyone. I haven't been to the stream in so long. Oh, nice. Welcome, welcome. Welcome to the greatest stream in the world right now. The greatest Forex stream. What am I trying to do here? I'm trying to bring up some artwork for the gulag. The gulag. Some people got mad because I kept saying gulag the other day. Yeah, based on experience, when is the least volume time during the year? Again, depends. Summer times, August, low volume. You have January, low volume. February, low volume. You know, but some fundamental factors can really affect that too, because if you got some fundamental movement happening, like big announcements, or North Korea dropping bombs over Japan, or you got Brexit news announcements happening, then there's going to be a lot of volume, right? But if you look at if you look at from the economic perspective, you got to take a look at these things, right? If you look at, let's say, January or February NFP, it may be lower, because what happens is when November, December comes around, some companies, they hire more staff, your employment numbers go up because more people are being employed on the payroll. It's good for the dollar, good for the economy. But as January, February, March come around, those people are let go because they're seasonal temporary workers, and the economic activity decreases a little bit, because obviously people spent money in the holidays and now they don't have money to spend in February or March. So I'd say those are logically low volume months, but anything can happen based on fundamentals. Why was there no live stream yesterday? I actually was busy and I got new tires for my car. So that's why. All right. Oh wow, look at that. Bullish close above the range right here. You took a buy at this point. Have you ever looked into a scenario where entering as candle retrace with stop below the previous candle? I have, but the probability in that has been pretty low. So the question is, have you looked into entering a position as this candle is retracing, anticipating the next one to go up? Because this was actually the 1 hour candle making a lower wick, right? I have, but the probability of this candle to continue bullish has been pretty low. I've seen more often than not the candle just closes back in the range and the next one goes down. So just to be safe, I look into impulse entries where I let this candle do whatever it wants to do, or if it wants to break the high of the previous candle, or if it closes bearish, then we can have the next one break above the high of the previous one. Yeah. Can you show us why did you take a trade on gold yesterday? Yes, I explained it in my Instagram post. And I'm not going to repeat myself, because the two things I don't like: low volume and repeating myself. Sorry. What tires are those? Yeah, let me see if I can get them here to show you the kind of tires I got. I'm trying to make my car a little bit more beefy. That's what I'm trying to do. But I think I'll need to get bigger rims. How does it feel to be so consistent in the markets and making now so much money? It was expected, I would say, as arrogant that may sound, but I think at the end of the day, it was expected. It just comes from having the maturity to just realize that, okay, some days there will be no trading days and some days there will be trading days. And when there are no trading days, just understanding and knowing the fact that, okay, the next day will have a lot of volume and it will continue pushing. Or some days when you have losses, you have to realize that, okay, even though if I have a loss today, maybe tomorrow it may not be a loss. If you had a small loss, maybe the next day the win is going to overshadow that loss. But I say it over and over again, over trading and over risking will always hamper your progress all the time. So I try to stay away from that as much as possible. Over trading and over risking. All right, got some mud tires over here. Yeah, but at the same time, I have really full control over how much I'm making. You know, like of course sometimes I don't like, but it just comes with the fact how you utilize that money. You know, like you look on Instagram all the time. You know, when these kids they get a lot of money all the time, or too fast, they do this, they buy fancy things, they buy fancy stuff. I mean, I don't want to get into that, but there's a way you should know how to utilize your money. You know, but I don't know. That's a long conversation. Will you have Jeevan or Lesko Pranton as guest speakers this week? I don't know who Lesko Pranton is, but probably Jeevan. Yeah, we'll see. How does PAM account work on Dominion markets? PAM accounts are tricky. PAM accounts, you have to keep your balance above your deposit balance to be able to, generate a percentage income for yourself. So it's like people, they deposit into your account. When people deposit into your account, you trade it. If you make profits, you get paid. That's how the PAM account works. Just like you're an account manager for funds and this and that. At one point, you deserve it because you look so much effort in it. That's true at point. It's not surprising anymore to be successful. Yeah, I have other challenges at play right now. Property, construction, and there's another thing I'm working on. So those challenges are taking the most out of me at this point. So trading is just on the back burner at this point. I have enough capital put aside for trading. I can just risk-free take trades. If it's a loss, whatever. If it's a win, I know that win is going to be bigger. Like the one, I think my position got stopped out. Oh, it's about to get stopped out. Yeah, right here. It's about to get stopped out over here. I got my stops below the previous 30-minute candle, anticipating this 1 hour candle to close bullish and the next one to continue up. But the problem is that we have this resistance to the left hand side, and if this 1 hour candle closes below this resistance, then there's a higher possibility my trade is going to get stopped out. And yeah, it's going to stop out at 3,800. So we'll see. We shall see what happens in this. You said watch Timepiece. Gemma, do you also watch Michael Roman Sharf? No, not really. I only watch Timepiece, gentlemen, that guy Anthony. He's got a hustle mentality and I like hustlers. Alright, here's the picture of this car. The tires. Tires we're putting on. Oh, just gotta make sure I don't show things. I don't show things which are not meant to be showed. Just carefully remove them because the gulag can be a very dangerous place. Yeah, these mud tires. Trying to get something bigger for next year. Bigger tires, bigger rims, probably 22s. These are 18s. 22s. This is gonna look sick. These cost me around $800. Tires plus rims. You need a G63. Yeah, I also need money for G63, man. That thing's expensive here in Pakistan. G63, damn. I initiated a ACH deposit since this and this and this. Well, if the money has been taken out of your account, then it's a cause of concern. We can just email. Actually, I think you may have email support, but I'll ping them and we'll see if we can expedite it. But if the money has not been taken out of your account, then it's not a cause of concern. I think it's just being processed or whatever. It's highly likely. Plus, yeah, highly likely it's being processed. processed. Also, ACH bank deposits for the mini markets are only for the US residents, if you're from the US. Okay, if you get a third or fourth wave loss count of the virus, that could increase the volatility. Yes, but I really think we should all go for the boosters and then the pills that they will come out. All right, pound yen. I don't think this is enough range. We got consolidation here to the left hand side. I think one thing I might look at pound yen for maybe some sort of a rejection right here. Important. So it's important. It's important to see how price acts at 154,500. It's important to see how price acts at 154,500. If we reject this area, then I think there's a good probability for price to correct this initial bullish move up that it's doing, because it's a clean move now if it does continue till 154,500. But if you do end up breaking above 154,500, then I think the bullish volume is going to continue on this thing. Gold, we're still waiting to see how this candle is going to close. I can never get my magic keys to work. It seems to action my requests like 2 minutes after I hit the button, and it's already too late. Does anyone know how to get magic keys to work? First thing is maybe try to charge magic keys. Maybe reinstall the entire software, and maybe then reinstall your MetaTrader as well. If it still doesn't work, then email support, and we'll see what we can do. Hey Raja, I'm facing a lot of problems in risk management. You shouldn't be, because you've been watching the streams for so long. And problems regarding places of where to put stop losses. Well, you shouldn't be, because you've been watching. Actually, you know what? If we've done 100 streams, right? If we've done 100 streams, without even bragging about it, I think 70 of those streams have been content on where to take an entry and where to put the stop loss and where to take profit. Hands down. Not even boasting about it, not even tooting my horn. I think 70 out of 100 streams have been exactly that. Have been about risk management. Has been every loss we've had on the stream has been a risk managed loss, right? And most of the streams have been where to take an entry, what setups to look for. So don't even come at me like that, son. No. What do you stop trading for December? Oh, when? 15th December. I'm waiting for my bank statement for this month to use a verification. Any chance I can use a lottery letter I got today? Yeah, sure, we can do that. We'll see if we can accept that or not. Have you traded a lot on simulator? Yes, once or twice a week. Always on the simulator, just to see how candles are forming. Just to see how the candles were forming. All right, take a look at this. Pound yen. Oh, wow. This was actually a pretty good buy here based off of the 1 hour time frame. But the only problem was that the previous 1 hour candle closed with not a big enough wick. But I think enough consolidation there and this rejection kind of like justified this move up. Interesting. Interesting. Do you trade BTC USD? No, I don't trade BTC USD. My car mechanic was trading BTC USD yesterday. He's like, oh man, this thing is dropping, man. Shit, it's dropping. I'm like, yeah, it's called a correction. He's like, oh. I'm like, yeah, happens every once in a while. He's like, oh, but it's dropping. I'm like, yeah, it's a correction. Chill out. All right, thing is going up. Oh, GU is also pushing up at this point. Let's take a look on the 4 hour. Let's take a look on the daily. Daily is bullish. Looks like daily is kind of like retracing, but we're not really sure at this point. Looking at the 1 hour time frame to see if this is a valid trade idea. Not yet, because the 1 hour candle has not closed yet. 1 hour candle has not closed yet, so this is not a good trade idea. No, it's not. What's your monthly earnings on average, if I may ask? It's comfortable. Bills are paid. That's all what matters at the end of the day. Tell me where to buy. Thanks. There's no need to buy at this point right now. You can't buy anything at this point. Nope, nothing. Thoughts on the power of 154.6-ish zone? 154.6-ish. It's powerful. We'll see how powerful it is when volume kicks in. Oh, pound yen. Nice buys over here. Very nice, Ruby. Well done. Well done. What do you say when somebody asks you what you do for a living? I tell them we own leather stores. That's what I tell them. It just ends the conversation right there. Their next response is, "Oh, if I come to your store, will you give me a discount?" I'm like, "Yeah, sure, come by." That's it. I tell them I own leather stores. Because it's a lot of explanation if you tell them anything else, man. Just no need. How long will it take you to make 100% gain on your account? A lot of tears and a lot of blown accounts. And then you're going to get to 100% of losses, man. Don't even think about making 100% on your account. Don't. If you haven't even done any withdrawals yet, just don't think about it. Pound yen, 30 minute. Price went up and created a high, then retraced and came back here and formed support. Here, after we broke the high of this week bearish candle, I took a buy. Oh, very nice. Close full position at 11 pips. Very, very well done. Isn't your dad and brother in the leather business? Yes, of course. We own leather stores. We own one of the biggest leather stores in the oldest markets here in Pakistan, and we have opened 2 new brands in Canada which have done over $1 million in sales each last year. So it's pretty good. But it took time, you know, like leather business, it took a long time. Canadians end every sentence with A, Indians every sentence with buddy. How's it going, buddy? May you share your Magic Key settings? Their default settings. The only thing I've changed is how much to close when I'm closing in profits. That's 90%. Do you really have a leather store? No. You tell me you do your best. Yes. When will you open a Dominion funding firm? I don't know. Probably next year. We have some plans for Dominion markets, so probably next year. Next year we're going to do something. I think it's going to be more based off of how well people trade. You know, if you got a good trader and they've been doing well for the past, let's say, a month and a half, the bonus is going to be maybe 10% added to their account. You know, if their account is at like, you know, like $5,000, maybe they'll get like $500 extra. Here you go. Good job. Or maybe, you know, 10%, something like that. We'll see. How can I get a demo of how the Magic Keys work? Is there a web page? Well, yes, there is, you ask me. You have asked the correct question from the correct person. Go to YouTube and type in Magic Keys. Right? And oh wow, look at that. Magic Keys review. Mindful trading. A usage example of Magic Keys. How to use Magic Keys. Magic Keys installation guide. Magic Keys digital. Oh, she made a new one? Digital Magic Keys? Quick Magic Keys review. Magic Keys tutorial. Magic Keys. Magic Keys has grown. Nice. So there are a lot of tutorials you can see. Oh, nice. Gold is running up. Very nice, very nice. Look at this. Position is still open at this point now. Beautiful. Beautiful. Running at about 50 pip profits here. Already secured 23,000. This is still running at this point. We just need to break above 1864 and we're on our way. We are on our way. Yeah, we need to break above this area. We're selling a lot of Magic Keys at the trading guys. Thanks for letting us collab. Yeah, thank you, man. Our DHL bill for October was around $16,000. big DHL bill. DHL is also doing pretty well. Can you see my chart? I can't see your chart because you haven't sent it. 30-minute candle on gold is without a wick. That's correct, and it has broken that of the previous one. And as we've seen before, if it continues moving, it continues moving. The only way I'm going to add a position is if we do some sort of a retest around 1863. I'm going to do add a position at that point. But other than that, it's just we'll see. We'll see what happens. I mean, it's just moving up at this point. Where did you take that buy on gold and why? It was taken on right here. Let's take a look at pound yen. Oh, pound yen is just consolidating at this point. Pound yen price action is not good at all. Look, we got the support on a 30-minute time frame, right? If we break this support on pound yen, there's another support right here. This entire area is a rejection area, aka no trade area. If we break below this wick, we got another support right here. Then we got another support right here. I mean, it's just tough. It's tough. Just don't even bother with pound yen at this point. It's just so bullshit price action. Excuse my language, but it's just frustrating because it's just tough. It's been tough this month, that's true. Genuine, authentic leather. Yes. Sacrificing any goats soon? Yes. Yes, we are. We have to sacrifice 2 goats because just invested in a commercial property. So we need to sacrifice 2 goats is in the name, you know. We do this. It's like a part of our culture. Hey, bro, I'm from Bangladesh. Okay, nice. You can say it once. Over the last 6... the guy said it like 6 times. Okay. Welcome, Bangladesh. TP on gold. TP on gold. I really want 1864 to break. If we can break above 1864.40, I think we can easily get to 1866, 1865. You know, we can easily get to that area. And that's going to be around, I would say, maybe like 90 pips at that point. We're almost at, you know, 65 pips over here. So yeah, I think that's going to be pretty good. Yeah. TP around, you know, 1866. That's like, what, 21,000 on this? Very nice. I think we could get there. We'll see what happens. Impulse on gold is worth it now? No. No. Impulse on gold is not worth it. Not worth it. If you're getting FOMO on gold to seeing, like, you know, where you can enter on gold, look at where you could have entered on gold, right? Look at, like, entering right now, it may move up from this point, you know, I mean, you know, it may move up, but also this is like taking a buy at the premium price when it's up at this point, right? I think a better entry on gold was probably down over here, but there was no confirmation, right? Second better entry was right here, where I took the entry right at this point when this candle broke above this area, this previous candle right here. This was the entry where I took a buy and price is now moving up at this point. Now second entry, now we can see that, okay, prices moved up. And now we can ask ourselves that, okay, if prices moved up and we're in pre-New York volume at this point, where could I have had another entry for a buy? You know, it's very tricky on the 30-minute time frame, so we're going to consult the 1 hour and then we're going to consult the 15-minute. So, okay, 1 hour makes sense over here. Probably it would have been once this 1 hour candle broke above the previous 1 hour candle. Let's take a look on the 15-minute time. 15-minute was just whatever, you know. So I personally think it was just based off of the 1 hour time frame. When this 1 hour candle broke above the previous 1 hour candle with this movement up, this is a rejection, support formation, you know, now we just need to break above this wick so we can continue on pushing up. Pattern from your, hey, is this pattern from your Impulse Entry 3.0? Yes, it's from the 3.0 Impulse Entries webinar that's in the database. Why do you sacrifice goats? Is it for religion? It's basically for good luck. I'm not sure if it's superstitious or whatever, but we try to get the black goat, and normally two black goats, and we sacrifice them. We distribute the meat amongst the poor, and yeah, that's it. Guys are laughing here, but that's basically a concept in our religion. Sacrifice black goats. Yeah, sacrificing. Slaughtering a black sacrifice in particular is a sign of magic. Okay, I didn't know that, but I guess it is. Yeah. Oh, yeah. That's it. Right here. Goats are sacrificed to ward off evil eyes. And most of the eyes are dark in color, so that's why it's done. So that evil eyes are, they're put away. That's why it's done like that. Any color will do? No. Well, in our culture, it's mostly black goats. It's for Nazar. They're calling me racist. Yeah, whatever. When we bought our house, we sacrificed two black goats. Then we did that again. And yeah, so we're gonna probably do it again. It's a culture. Okay, let's take a look on the 5-minute time frame. What are your thoughts on buys based on a 5-minute? If we break the previous candle, or is it a better idea to stay away from 5-minute entries? See, if we do break above this area on the 5-minute, my only reservation is, come on, fucking, this support here, and then this support right here. These are my only reservations. And then you have this big old rejection area right here. So that's my only reservation. So I would really want price to kind of like maybe retrace, create some sort of a support, something like we did on the 30-minute right here. So this is what I want to see. I want to see this happen here so we can continue up. So waiting is important. What's this? Gold, 5-minute. Oh, nice. 5-minute candle closing above this area. Mini banks banked. Much respect from Barbados. Been following your page for years. Thank you, man. Really, really appreciate the love. How do you not close trades in profit early and also confidently be able to leave runners? Because just be okay with what you're securing. I secured what I had to secure, and I'm letting things run what I have to let them run. And I know if price comes down, I'm gonna make at least something on it, like 4,900 on this. If it comes down and hits my stop loss, I'm okay with that. I'm cool with that. If I close now, I'll secure 13,000, 14,000. If it goes to my TP, I'm going to secure this much, but I'm okay with securing this. It's still going to be okay. It comes with maturity, to be honest, because back in the day when I was trading, I would do this all the time. I would let a runner run, and 2 minutes later, I'll close the runner. And then when I would look at the trade after that, I would see that, okay, price has really gone to where I expected it to go, and I was like, oh man, I would beat myself all the time. So I had to get over it, and that only came with confidence. So now I just let them run. If it stops me out, it stops me out, whatever. But there's a high probability it's going to continue on pushing up. Do you have copy trade PAM account? No, I don't. I don't perform well on copy trade PAM accounts. I've tried it. 3 times in the past. No, can't perform under pressure. I do very well alone by myself, and yeah, that's how the way it is. Over the past 5 to 6 months, you have moved to trading gold more than GJ. What's your reason for this? Main reason is that gold has had opportunities, which has had a lot of volume in it. And pound yen has just been consolidating for a little while here. I mean, let's take a look at this over here now. Let's take a look at the history. Let's go towards history. Let's take a look at September. Oh, holy. Yeah, we had some losses over here. Okay, so let's put it like this. Okay, so this was September 14th, had a bunch of losses over here. Yeah, mostly it has been gold. Mostly it has been gold. Some pound yen trades here and there. So you can see there have also been a lot of losses here as well. You know, a bunch of losses over here in a row, and then had a win, had a win. So I always kept my losses small. Here's a little withdrawal I did. And yeah, so this trade is still open at this point, running. This is the biggest lot I did ever. And then slowed down here a little bit. But yeah, it was a gradual progress, to be honest. Can you see how much you've lost in total? I couldn't tell you. I couldn't tell you how much I've lost in total, but the biggest loss in the last 3 months was 33,000. This was on CPI, I remember this. It was a sell stop, got activated, and the price went up. And then activated my buy stop. How do you keep your losses small? Risk management, you know. In our database, the market fluidity mentorship intake is going to open again in December. So, you know, that's going to be a chance to join in. It's risk management sections. We have some risk management, very simple strategies. You know, you can come up with them yourself, but mostly that's what it is. Let's take a look at this chart here. Joel, gold 4 hour, 1867. If we tap around here for a probable structural rejection, I agree with that. I was looking at this area right here, 1870. Let's take a look at that on the 4 hour. Oh, you're looking, oh, this one right here based on the 4 hour. Okay, 1867. I'm a shit trader. Last 6 months since I started with market fluidity, but I'm starting to analyze the same trades as you. Oh, very nice. Very nice. Very nice iPad. Very nice. Can you explain the gold trade? Okay, I'll explain it one last time over here. So, first of all, you need to go look at the analysis sent in the Slack group, right? We had levels where price could reach onto 1863, first of all. Secondly, there was clean range on the 4 hour candles going all the way up towards 1863, 1864, right? So this analysis was basically based off of the 4 hour time frame because we had clean move coming down yesterday. And then if we moved back up, it would have been the same clean move moving back up, right? So now we needed some confirmations on the smaller time frame. So then got help from the 30-minute time frame before pre-London, right? We had candle close above this resistance, candle close above, break and close above, next candle broke down, next candle went up, broke above the high, took a buy, and let it run with stops below the previous bullish candle, and just let it run, you know, and yeah, 4 hour candle continued moving. We had a little bit of a consolidation after this move up, obviously, because, you know, whenever price moves with volume, it's indicative of a consolidation after that. And then after that consolidation, we've had a continuation now in pre-New York.
Good morning.
Good morning, Hatam.
I I need you to help me on this. When the 1 hour closed, it closed. The 15 minutes closed without a wick. So I was so hesitant to take that trade because it doesn't give me the confidence that it will not make a lower wick and go up again. I missed that 1 hour when it's closed with a long wick. So I know it's a lesson to be learned. It's already journaled, but in this case, do you go take the deal or trade over the 1 hour candle and forget about the lower frame?
No, obviously this is something to learn at that point, but also the biggest issue was that there is a resistance right here, right? So even though this candle moved up, now I've seen it sometimes where we have resistance here. This candle has broken the high of the previous candle without making a lower wick. We also looked at this on gold maybe 2 weeks ago, where gold moved in succession when it broke above the high, leaving no wick at the bottom, and there was so much volume, it never even came down to make a lower wick. I've seen that before, right? But I've also seen where it would break the high without making a lower wick and then come back down in the range. I've also seen that. So to me, that's a little bit aggressive and risky. But when I see this happening for myself, if I've missed a trade, I may take a trade, but with a lower risk, because there's a lower probability it's gonna do what we want it to do.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah, but if something like this happens, this is where it has a higher probability, so then you can use your regular risk. But here there's a slightly lower probability, more riskier, so your risk should be lowered as well to see, okay, let's see if it works or not, that kind of thing.
Yes, no.
Yeah.
Makes sense, thank you.
Hello, Raja, how are you?
Hey, hello, Sultan. How are you?
How's everything? I'm doing fine. I have two questions. The first question regarding your entry. Now, there was one candle that closed above the resistance. What made you not take a trade in that once it closed above the resistance?
Because I didn't know whether the next one is gonna break above the high here or not.
So it didn't basically.
Yeah, it didn't. It didn't break the high.
Once it broke the high, you entered the trade.
Yes.
Okay.
But this, the way it closed here, this is much more comfortable setup because it closed bearish at support. And now if the next one broke below this low, then there were no buys, right? But it broke above the high, meaning that, okay, now this is an opportunity for price to continue up.
Yes, it makes a lot of sense.
Yeah.
Now I have another question, not regarding this position.
Okay.
What is your intake regarding what Jovel said earlier? He is waiting for a rejection on 1867. Basically, any kind of trade in that sense, waiting for a rejection even in an uptrend and selling. What do you think about that?
I think if it works, it works. I can't speak for Joel, but for me, for me, what I'm thinking is for price to create another support so I can buy and we can move further up. If I miss it because the candle just keeps on moving, I miss it.
Yeah, that makes more sense for me. I just wanted to know your intake on such trades. Because in the past, I would trade that way. And honestly speaking, I had more losses than wins. And thinking back at it, as you always say, you do not take the bus going left, thinking that it would go right.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly.
And just because it has rejected previously, we don't know if the volume today might be strong enough to push through that resistance.
Yeah.
We've seen it many times.
Yeah, I mean, if you can get like a pretty good confirmation at that point for a sell, then yeah, I mean, sure, it's going to work. Right? But it all depends on
Yeah,
how much you've seen it happen in the past before.
that also counts. Yes.
Yeah.
How's the bulking going on with you?
What? Bulking?
The bulking, yeah. You
Pretty
say you're
good. I'm
bulking, but
actually.
at the
I'm,
same time you're getting bigger.
oh, these shirts are just.
Yeah,
These shirts are just fitted. I'm actually cutting down on my food.
your calories.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, yeah.
yeah. I heard you say you're going blank diet. Just boiled chicken and all.
Yeah, lots of broccolis.
You know,
Yeah, yeah.
oh, I hate broccoli.
Okay, okay.
If you'd like to, whenever you have free time, there are two twins bodybuilders who used to do a lot of fun videos just for you to have a laugh at them.
Oh yeah, the Hodge twins. Yeah, I know them.
They're called Hodge twins.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah, yeah, they're very
yeah,
funny.
yeah.
Anyways, I wish you
Hey,
all the best. I'll focus on
um,
driving now.
Hey,
See ya.
Joel.
can you hear me?
Yeah, yeah,
Hey,
yeah.
how's it going?
Good, good.
Regarding the structural rejection, so you have to be careful about it, just because the 4-hour structure might reject that area. Since you're a scalper, I'm talking to the who was I don't know who was asking, but it's exactly
Yes,
like
yes.
Raja said. After you see this enough times, is when you pay attention to it, and you always trade with the trend. So you should still, going bullish. But if you go on the 4-hour, you just broke the whole structure on the 4-hour. 4-hour is bearish, just so you know, you can see it clearly. So if you get to that area, you see a rejection, probabilities are going to dictate that it's better to sell there. If you get it, just like Raja said, if you get a confirmation to sell there, it will be a good sell. There's no doubt about it, because that's the limit of the structure on the 4-hour. Like, even people that like Fibonacci could see that. I don't know if that's like an 88% area. Most likely will be. Gold just loves to do those deep retracements. And this is also a potential reversal on a major structure on the daily. So for the daily to flip on a structure, you're going to start seeing the 4-hour flipping first. So just keep that in mind. And since you're a scalper, just keep in mind that you make your money just like Raja, even on the wicks, even on a 1-hour candle. Like, I've seen so many videos of Raja, and many of his wins are wicks on a 1-hour structure. So that's the scalper's life. That's why this is the hardest way to trade. But you have to just keep in mind everything, like the higher time frames and the lower time frames, to make a better decision on the bias.
Yeah, like, you know
That
what?
also
Your
makes sense.
your level here makes sense because we've had a lot of rejections here before as well. Oh, yeah. Head nod means yeah.
Yeah, if you
That's
see
what
a
I'm doing
rejection around
actually.
that area, you most likely will see a deep dive. Even if it's going to continue going up, you're still going to see some sort of reaction there. Most likely, this is a probabilities-based game, anyways. But
Yeah,
the probability dictates you're going to see something there.
yeah. Thanks, Joel, for the outlook. Always really appreciate it.
Thank you very much.
Someone is saying Kerwin is long
Yeah.
lost brother.
Yeah, that guy sounds exactly like Kern.
All right, what's this? Do
The
you have
least I
any?
can do
Oh,
is
yeah.
yeah, it's okay. It's okay.
Now, what can you do?
No, the thing I was gonna say, the least I can say is at least anticipate that it will go down and learn from such patterns that might happen in the future. Just have a look at it and learn from it.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
Even if not trading, at least learning is something new.
Yeah, that's true. Thank you, man. I really appreciate it.
Yeah, thank you.
All right, what's this? Do you know David Goggins? No. All right, let's see here. Let's see here. What do you think the last candle closed in GJ? Last candle on GJ closed very confused. If you look on the 30-minute time frame, this 30-minute candle is about to close in about 3 minutes. Nothing. This is the start of a very wild consolidation right now. Oh, we have a chart over here. I'm in the swing waiting to reach 156. Okay. Oh, 156. Okay, buy right here at the bottom. 4-hour time frame. Price didn't broke support, didn't reach a previous low, 204. So you're looking for this correction all the way up. Okay, that's cool. I think at the same time you may want to put your stop somewhere in profits here as well. I don't see your stop loss, so I don't know. Come on, man. Put some stops in there. Wanted to take that buy on gold, but 15-minute kept me away. I missed a lot of opportunities in the high time frame looking at the 15-minute. How do you execute without caring about the 15-minute? You execute without caring on the 15-minute by not looking at the 15-minute. Just, I think day before yesterday, I had a buy on gold executed on the live stream. And that was where just ignored the 15-minute, only focused on a 30-minute time frame. I think your win rate is 45% because you have a lot of losses, small, but your risk, I don't know. I don't know. What's this? On gold, my win percentage, oh, 60% profitable on gold. Yeah, it says right there. 60% profitable, break even 0.5%, losses are 40%. Yeah, I'm profitable on gold. My win rate is not 45%. I think on pound yen, it's lower. My win, yeah, pound yen is 47%. Break even, oh, a lot of break evens over here, okay. Yeah. Nice. Numbers don't lie. What's your risk reward typically? 1-to-1. So many rookie traders in the Zoom and the real kings are sitting in the gulag. Yeah, yeah, probably. I don't know. All right, let's take a look here. Okay, this is pound USD 5-minute time frame. Broke previous lower high on the 5-minute, moving up. Target key level 1.34800. Looks good. If you look at pound yen, the only problem is that there's this rejection area on pound yen. You know, so you can't have a take profit above a resistance when it hasn't really broken above, unless you're securing positions. You know, yeah. What app is that you're using? It's not an app. It's something that's offered to you with magic keys. Yeah, I got my dongle back now on magic keys. So look at this, right? Take a look at this. This is magic keys right here. I got magic keys right here. If I want to close half, all I gotta do is press close half. There's a close half button right here, and you're gonna see lot size is 25, right? I'm probably gonna secure half here. I'm gonna press close half, look at this lot size, and look at these profits down here. See that? 12.5, closed half, just like that. Magic keys. Magic keys. So I'm gonna send the link here to the gulag. Give DHL some business. My magic keys is now working. Thanks for that. It worked. Oh, nice. Oh, that's all you had to do is to reload it on the chart. Have you heard something about Ted? Long time no see on Instagram. Yeah, Ted has joined the Illuminati now. He received a membership letter. Just joined, didn't see the Slack link, secured profits, already gonna chill. Very nice, very nice. Hey, David, new member here. Glad to be here. Awesome stuff. Learning so much. Appreciate your work. Thank you, David. Appreciate it. Can you show your gold entry? I've explained it like 10 times, Lloyd. Trust me. Go to YouTube and go back a little bit, and you're gonna see the gold entry explained. Oh yeah, I explained it so many times. So many times. What I'm going to do is I'm going to later on throw in a little explanation video, and I'm going to post it in New York session. Make a discount offer for market fluidity. There are no discounts for market fluidity. Oh, Magic Keys? Yeah, I'm pretty sure there's going to be a discount for Magic Keys for Black Friday. If anyone from UK have Magic Keys for sale, I bought one too many. Oh, there we go. We're having some resales over here. Yeah, pound yen is just, this is a bad range here. No trade range. Oh, I'll have to leave in about 30 minutes here. Yeah, I'll have to leave in about 30 minutes. The guys are here. Yeah, they're here. All right. I have the old Magic Key. I need the new one. Yeah, I think you can purchase the new one. There were guys who said, "Hey man, can we send the old one back and you can ship us a new one?" And we're thinking, does Apple take your old iPhone and give you a new one? No, they don't. But it's the same thing. It's the same thing. How would you tweak your strategy? Okay, let me just put this buy right over here as well, where I took the buy. Yeah, this is where I took the buy. So Lloyd, if you take a look at this, and if you take a look at the 4 hour, the analysis was on the 4 hour and the execution was on the 30-minute. I was in that gold buy too, but when it started to range in the 1860 area, I was trailing my stop and I got out some profit. So it was proper risk management, or I trailed too early. I think you trailed too early, because if you look at how much we moved, right? So we moved from pre-London. Look, we moved so much from pre-London. We moved about around 74 pips from pre-London, and then after London Open, we had to consolidate a little bit, because there are times of volume. Times of volume are pre-London, London Open, pre-New York. So the time between London Open, and pre-New York, that's the consolidation time most times. So that's where price consolidated, and now we're moving up in pre-New York. You're approaching more day trading style now because of capital? Yes. Why you don't wear that again? What? Why you don't wear hat again like you trade in Canada? Oh, like when I traded in Canada. Yeah. To be honest, I was losing a little bit of my hair, and sometimes I would wear a hat when I would had a bad hair day, but then I got the back hair on the front, so no hats. No more fixed it. Fixed the problem. Took the hair from the back and put them in the front. Actually, in Pakistan, no one really wears hats, so I just, yeah, hit TP with the hair. I was in the same gold trade, but as price came down 5 minutes, I started to lose confidence and closed most of my position, but then it flew off. How to keep the confidence? How to keep the confidence? I mean, you can't keep the confidence, but you have to build confidence, right? And the way to build confidence is to let small positions run, because the more you let small positions run, more confident you're going to be next time to letting more and more positions run. So that's what you have to do. Let small positions run. Let's say you have one lot open, right? And you want to let it run, but you're getting scared. Close 0.9 and let 0.1 run, or let 0.05 run. The way you explain things, it's funny. What the hell, man? You guys even speak English? What will leave will come back. Oh, okay, okay. What will leave will come back. Did you live in Canada majority of your life? No, I only lived in Canada for 10 years. Yeah. No hetero man should ever use the phrase bad hair day. Well, no hetero man should ever correct another hetero man and should just mind their own business. Can, can, can we still sign up with Market Fluidity? I don't know. What was the first time you entered the Forex market? This was on 20. Actually, I did binary options in 2014. Lost $2,500. And then it stopped, and then I came into Forex in 2016. When did you realize you stopped blowing an account? Well, that question answers itself, right? When I stopped blowing the account. Which gold candle did you enter on? It's this one right here. I'm gonna post like a small entry explanation as well later on after the stream. Binary is banned, yes. It seems that many times you don't wait for retest after the break. Is most of the time reliable? It's impulse entries. Is a candle without a wick a bad sign? Yes, it means there's no range. We got CAD news coming up here as well today. Let's take a look at this. At what age did you start Forex? When I was 28. I'm 34 now. All right. We have... Oh, it's Wednesday today. Yeah, we got CAD coming up. They're looking at bad. They're looking at good CPI numbers. Same thing, high inflation here. Inflation is high throughout the board all over the world. What's the big difference in the market now compared to 10 years? I didn't trade 10 years ago, so I can't answer that question. What do you think about Montreal and Canada? It's français. Parlez français. Beaucoup, s'il vous plaît. Un instant, s'il vous plaît. Un instant, s'il vous plaît. Yeah, that's all what I know in French. Un instant, s'il vous plaît. When we went to Quebec, I just remember this one phrase, un instant, s'il vous plaît, and I had my phone with me, and whenever someone couldn't speak English, they speak French, I would say, un instant, s'il vous plaît, and I would just Google English to French, and then I would tell them, hey, this is what I'm looking for. And they're like, ooh, oui, oui, oui. I'm in Forex since 2016 and still blowing accounts. Well, stop over trading and stop over risking. That's the key right there, man. I tell this to everybody all the time. The key, look at it this way, right? Just look at this logically. Logically think about it. You're trading, right? You're trading, you have a winning trade. Now, whenever you have a winning trade, this means you won against the banks, you won against institutions, you won against the market, you won against all the other traders. Even though if that was a $1 win, you won, right? And that win puts you in the top 10%, actually top 5% of people who won today. You know, but then something retarded goes in your mind. You're like, okay, you know what? Let me take another trade. You take another trade, you lose that trade. Now you want to make that loss back. You take another trade. You compound that loss. You compound another loss. Now what are you doing? You're over trading. When I take a win, I call it a day at that point. Whether that's $10. I mean, okay, let's take a look at this right here. Let's take a look at. Actually, screw this. Let's take a look at my smallest win. Okay, look at this, right? My smallest win, $1. Yeah, that was 1 cent loss. Okay, $200 on 25 lots. $200 win. Probably I called it a day at that point. $400, $600, $800, $1,000. You know, on 25 lots. Call it a day. If you win a trade, just call it a day. Be happy. Be thankful to the markets. They allowed you the opportunity to trade and to make money. You know, and I looked at it logically. Okay, the only reason I'm losing money is because I'm over trading more than 1 or 2 trades a day, or I'm over risking. That's it. Now, next question is going to be, hey man, how do I control myself? That's all up to you. You know, you got to figure out how to stop over trading and over risking, man. No one's going to slap your hand to stop clicking that mouse. That's all up to you. All right, let's take a look at this here. Oh, just took out 200 euros to pay my monthly bills. Amazing. Amazing. Potential buys above this area. This is a 15-minute time frame. I agree with that. I agree with that. We are creating some sort of a retest scenario here. 30-minute candle is going to close. I think if we can close bearish, next one can break above the high. I think there's an opportunity for a buy position to continue up with the incoming NY open here as well. So it makes sense. Is gold going to melt? I just don't know. It's not ice cream. I mean, it doesn't look like it could melt. The way you're saying, yeah, I don't know. You need conditions for gold to melt, you know? Yeah, you need conditions. I mean, okay, so this was resistance here, right? This was resistance, candle closed like this. If this candle closes back in the range, it may move down in this 28-30 pip range. It's a big may, you know? So not melting, but like going bearish a little bit. Melting means it just crashes. It's time to sell gold 100 pip. Oh, okay. So do you think it's bad to have a daily target? Because if I don't hit the target, I feel pressure to keep trading. Well, that answers it itself. I don't have a daily target at all. You know, don't have a daily target. If you get a win, you get a win. Look over that win, study it, try to see if you can maybe replicate that win the next day. If you get a loss, study that loss and see what could you have done better. You know, how did you stop over trading? By just focusing on 1 or 2 trades a day. Yeah, 1 hour candle is also going to close here soon, so it's going to be very interesting how we close before NY open. Is 4% too much risk per trade? Absolutely. It is way too much to risk on a trade. Let's do some math over here. 4%, 100 divided by 4. Yeah, this means you have 25 losses to blow your account if you risk 4%. 25 times you can lose to blow your account. If you risk 2%, then you have 50 chances to blow your account. 5% a month, easy target for everyone. That's correct. Would you adjust a strategy or your risk reward if you were working on a funded account? I cannot answer that question because I would never be on a funded account. Because funded accounts, I don't know, from what I know, I may be wrong, you know, maybe they pressure you to hit certain targets under a certain period of time, and that's not good for a new trader. It's not. Trust me. Is 10% too much for a $100 account? I think you should just stop trading. Stop it. What indicators are you using? None. The bear move happened during Asian session. Yeah, there's like a slight bearish move here. There was no bearish move in the Asian session. I think you're talking about yesterday New York session. What do you think about taking out personal loan to start trading? Oh, hell no. Taking a loan to start trading? No. I know way too many people. Man, I know this one guy who who refinanced his house. He put 50% on renovations and 50% in trading. And he lost that 50%. Unbelievable. What do you think, Kevon? Is that a good thing to do?
Oh, that's crazy, man. Go put that in the FTMO account if that's the case.
Yeah.
You'll lose that account. You'll lose the $1,000. It'll be less painful.
Yeah, you'll see how fast you lose that money. Yeah, taking out a loan, credit card deposits, it's no, like investing on money loaned is just risky as taking a loan in itself. All right, boys, we're heading off now. 1864. Up about 70 pips over here. I'm currently gambling my rent. Oh, I've done that. Took it to the casino. Will you be taking buys on the break on the 15? No. I was looking for a retest of this area to continue up. I just have that one position running right now. All right. "12 minutes left for this candle to close." TikTok causes cancer? Yes, that makes sense. There has to be a reasonable yet elevated amount of risk that would produce good profits, yet still be safe enough. I think the only risk a new trader can take is on the money earned or the money saved. I was talking to my brother yesterday and he was saying, "Hey man, I have this much and I want to invest in cryptos. What should I do?" I'm like, "Listen, just take out 10% and do whatever you want with that in cryptos. Just 10% and just play with it." Yeah, it makes sense. Don't put all your money in one thing. It's just bad. Don't do that. That comes from not being experienced enough with having money, not being experienced enough in making money. So I mean, if you look at if you talk to any sane older person who's older than you, they're going to tell you the same thing. Don't put all your money in one basket. Don't do that. Diversify it. If you don't have enough, work and save enough. Or if you run a business, just sell more shit, and save enough. Is the bullish man? Yeah, go ahead.
Don't put all your eggs in one basket.
Yeah, exactly. Is the bullish momentum on gold fundamental or technical? I would say it's a mix of both, but the one thing I can't really wrap my head around is because this is the correction. I mean, if it's moving up, it's kind of like correcting the retail sales data from yesterday. Also with the inflation being high, I think that's the only reason that's causing gold to move up, and this move down was from the retail sales data. I could see no other reason why gold would move up other than the inflation that's happening. I mean, it's happening all over the world. But the trade was taken based off technical analysis. Why didn't you live in Canada? I was off for some months. Well. Things have changed. I'm going to withdraw 20K from my 401k to fund my account. I honestly don't know how.
That's a no-no.
Oh, that's a no-no? Oh.
That's a no-no.
I've always been against 401k. I don't know.
Like, why would you take money that's compounding over the long run? Like, unless you're consistent trading, you're profitable, then, go ahead. But I would advise you not to. If you're new in the game, don't do it. And then you're going to be taxed unless you're taking out a loan on your 401k. If you're doing a withdrawal, you're going to be taxed on that money also.
Didn't the 401ks take a hit when this whole 2020 thing happened.
Yeah, but everyone should have made it back unless they didn't touch them. If they left it the way it was originally, everyone should have made it back with some, because the market had dipped to like 18 or something like that. Now the market's at like 36.
Oh.
So everyone should have made that back already.
I was having a conversation with Jeevan, and he was saying that, the U.S. index was low, like that took a hit as well, but it recovered and made new highs. But all 401ks, they didn't recover the way the U.S. index did.
Now it should. Everyone should have recovered unless they moved their money around or played with it. But if you left it the exact same way, you should have been okay.
It recovers the same way as the stock market recovers.
Yeah.
If you're in stocks and such, yeah. And the 401k, a lot of your employers match it in the States, 25, 50, and I have actually had one employer match it 100% for a while.
Oh, damn. Nice. Hit records.
And for those that doesn't know what a 401k is, look into it. Especially, I'm a full-time trader. I have a 401k to offset my taxes also. So it's more loopholes.
It's a good tax cover in the States. That's it's a great way to save in the States, in my opinion.
We are not financial advisors.
Yeah, exactly. Thank you.
Amen, brother.
This is for educational purposes.
We're not financial advisors.
Yeah, my job they just offered me a 401k. I said, fuck that. You're not matching it. There's no point.
Also, from every pay stub, an amount goes towards this 401k, and then the employer chooses to say, hey, we're going to match it?
I think you get to pick a percentage of your whatever you make per check.
Oh, interesting.
Correct. Like, so some employers say, for example, I think the max the employer does is like 70%. You could contribute 70% of your paycheck, but they only match up to like 5%.
Yeah.
So some company match 5% dollar for dollar, or 50 cent on the dollar. But
yeah, my company offers, they match like 10%, and then and then probably like after like 4 or 5 years, you're like 100% invested.
Yeah.
Inside that 401k. So each year you get a percentage of what they what they you're vested, and then it's just more money for you.
Back in the day when I used to work for Target matched dollar for dollar up to 5%.
So is
that's probably how Q Bank started.
Is it like a fund for when you retire or when you finish work?
Correct. So most companies went away in the States from pension. Pension was something that most companies did back in the day. So you had for the oldies, you had pension and a 401k. For the newbies, they only have 401ks.
But it's not compulsory.
Meanings? I'm sorry.
It's not compulsory. It's not mandatory.
No, it's not mandatory. So the only thing that's mandatory is your Social Security. That's like your backup. So, for example, if you're like the worst person in history, you never saved a dime in your life, and you worked, when you retire, you get your 401k, because that's mandatory. They take that out your paycheck no matter what. I mean, your Social Security no matter what in the States. So the government actually have a backup plan for the person that doesn't care financially.
Right. So here in Australia, we call that superannuation, and every employer has to contribute to it. And it's currently 9.75%.
Well, obviously you can tell what's going on here. They don't care. Here in America, they do not care.
Wow.
Yeah, but like
then we're very socialist in Australia. Pretty much.
But for even the young traders that's on here, if you're still in the workforce and you don't have a 401k and your job gives you a 401k, contribute to it, because I know you're trying to be a full-time trader, but your 401k, some companies match it. It's like free money, man. Like who doesn't want to get free money? Even if you put in $20, some company gives you 10 on top of that. So if you qualify for a 401k and you're a young trader and you're not a full-time trader, I advise you to set that up with your company. You know.
Does anybody know anything about anything related to Roth IRAs? I'm not familiar with Roth IRAs. It's something similar, just like the same like a 401k, but I never dig deep into it. I believe, from what I remember, you so if you have a 401k like Roth, you could put in up to like an extra 4,000 or 5,000. Don't quote me on that, because a 401k, they let you put in 19.5 a year or something like that. I don't know if it's changed over the years. When I was in the job market, it was about 19.5 per year. You're allowed to max out your 401k, and then the Roth, you could put in an extra 4,000 or 5,000, and that was the max limit. Yeah, I know there's a bunch of different ones out there where you can put upwards to 6 figures in it, but yeah, I'm just trying to plan for retirement, man.
Yeah, and once again, this is not financial advice.
Yeah, it's not financial advice. Yeah.
Yeah, that's interesting.
The main difference between the Roth and the 401k is one is taxed in the beginning. So your money is taxed. Every time you put it in there, it's taxed in the beginning. And then, so when you take it out, it's taxed. You get the whole amount. But later on,
now
if I think that's the 401k, and then the Roth is non-taxed when you take that money out.
Correct. Now it's coming back to me. So anything you earn on your Roth is not taxable.
Yep.
So anything that it earns is not taxable.
Just when you withdraw.
Yeah, when you withdraw.
Yeah.
It's a pretty good program. It's nice as a retiree. The Roth is sweet.
Okay. Yeah, I'm looking at my options because I'm 25 and I just want to save as much money as possible with it growing. So.
Hey, Gordon Ramsay, or what's his name? That Ramsay guy, the financial advisor on YouTube. He explains the Roth, the difference between the 401k and the Roth real good, man. So I would check that out, and it would give you. So that's how I got my information from him, and then I talked to another financial advisor and stuff like that. But yeah, if you check that video out, and
who was it again?
What's his name? I know his name is Ramsey. He does that.
Is Dave Ramsey?
Dave Ramsey. That's it.
Oh, okay. I'll look into it. Thank you, brother.
Yeah, he explains
he cooked a hell of a steak.
Right, Gordon Ramsay. My bad.
Is anyone going long on gold?
Someone linked the video. Cool.
I'm long on gold, but I got in really late.
No, is anyone going to go on gold now?
No.
So like Rob just said,
as long as that wick doesn't get any bigger.
So just wait for the pullback. So what you want to see right now is the next candle, for example, this 30 minutes, I'll come back and make a bearish 30 minutes and then close. And then if the next 30 minutes breaks above the bearish 30 minutes, then you could take impulse buy and put your stop below that candle. Now, the next setup you want to look, if this 30 minutes close bearish, the next one opens and close bullish, right? You could wait for that, the next candle to close above the bullish candle and take buys, or when it retraces and go bullish, you could take buys, initiate that it's going to break the next candle and put your stops below it. Those are the setups that I just normally trade the same exact setups. Like Roger puts supports and resistance on his charts. I don't anymore because I just see the patterns crystal clear as day. From once the 4 hours is going for a bullish market structure, I just drop down to like the smaller time frame, the 30 minutes, the 1 hour, and these are the setups that I look for. Like this setup right here, we got a nice bullish candles going on the 30 minutes. I'm waiting for a pullback. I'll close a bearish candle. If I'm going to take an impulse entry, I'll wait for that to break the bearish candle, or I wait for the bullish candle to close and then retrace and go bullish or break the bullish candle. So I don't
I don't even put support and resistance lines on my chart anymore because gold does the exact same thing over and over. And that, like I said, as long as the market structure on the higher time frame is bullish, then I'll just look for those same patterns, you know?
Yeah. So one close above that resistance line is not good enough.
The only thing I keep in consideration is like when I'm taking, for example, so if we had my phone, but Roger has this candle right here where, what's that, 1862, right? If we had a candle came back below 1862 and close above it, and then I'm thinking of and trying to take impulse buy on the break of that previous bearish candle, I would take in consideration that we might reject from there, and then I will reduce my risk. But for example, if this pulls back to that support, we make a bearish or a bullish close, I'm bearish, and then the next candle is a bullish, then I will, go in with a higher risk. But if we close below that and we're going back up, impulse below that 1862, area 79, I would take a lower risk because then I have a higher chance of rejecting from that area. And then for those who are thinking about trading GJ is not prepared to trade right now. It hasn't been for a couple of days. It's just that we haven't had any clean candles on the lower time frames.
I made GJ my bitch these past couple of days.
unless you like to trade the bounce, like I just can't trade it.
Yeah, I couldn't. It was a little stupid, but I mean it profited 8,000 off of it. So I mean I'll take it. And I was scared because Roger started talking about funded accounts. I was like, fuck. So I just got mine.
So the thing with funding accounts, right? I don't have any issue with a funding account. I have the simple fact that the people that's getting funded account are not consistent. If you're not consistent, like why are you gonna buy a funding account? Like it doesn't matter like the size of the capital, right? The only thing different is the psychological part of it. Like you could trade a $2,000 account, right? But if you're like an aggressive person, then that $2,000 account, you can't manage it well, right? But if you're a consistent trader and you're not trading aggressive, you can maintain a 2,000 account and consistently compound it and grow it into a 10,000, 20,000. But if you're like more someone that's aggressive and you're going to try to open a 5 lot or 10 lot on a $2,000 account, but you know what I mean, you're gonna eventually blow that account. Like one bad trade, and won the 10 lot on $2,000 account. That's it. 10 pips.
I don't think they'd even let you do that.
Unless
you get that
Trader's Way I think Trader's Way lets you do it. Trader's Way, I think they still have that leverage 1,000 to 1. Yeah, Trader's Way lets you do it.
You're right. Trader's Way still has the 1,000 leverage.
Yeah.
Damn. Nah, I'm good. I did two $25,000 accounts on FTMO and just combined them both.
Yeah, but for the most part, I don't. And then the thing with FTMO with new traders too, if you're consistent, they give you a time limit, right? You got 30 days to make your quota or whatever they call it. And what people don't realize, they're putting pressure on you, right? So you're gonna change your style, the way you don't trade, because you're gonna try to rush to hit your quote. Like if they got away from that 30 days crap, like, hey, go for it. You know what I mean? And unless you're consistent, but if you're not consistent, don't even try, because then you have all these parameters against you. You have to make your quote in 30 days, and then you're gonna start rushing to do stuff that you normally do. My advice is, man, just take it slow. Take it slow. Trading's not going anywhere. You know what I mean? And just focus on one thing. A lot of these newbie traders, Roger's here, we review all his old stuff. Like Roger trading style changed over the years. I've been with Ted and Roger for maybe like 5-6 years, and trust me, I've been profitable for trading. I've been in trading for 10 years and I've been profitable for 8 years. It took me 2 years to be profitable. And then when I came to Forex, I wasn't profitable in Forex. So I had to get a mentor in Forex. So I met Ted. I met Ted along the way, and I just changed my style, the way I trade. But I'm telling you guys, like, if you're into trading, like, please don't quit, man. I don't care if it takes you 5 years, 6 years. Don't quit, because trading is endless, man. Like, the moment you quit, you lose. You know, before I became profit, I lost over like 120,000. You know, so.
Oh yeah, Roger, are you going to Miami?
Yeah, probably, but I really have to leave right now. So, yeah. Miami, yeah, probably May, Miami. May.
Yeah, we'll all be there. We'll be traveling from me, Andy, a bunch of people from Chattanooga will be going down there.
Hey, Raja, I have a question if you don't mind me asking.
Hey, man.
Hey, what's up? So, you know how you mentioned that you're gonna be around in Miami for May? Are you gonna be attending the 2022 summit, the FX summit?
Yeah, he invited me, so we'll see how that goes. So far.
Nice, because I was looking into that, and I actually want to see if I can purchase the tickets to go, you know, meet all of you guys.
Oh, they got tickets for sale?
Yeah, there's actually 3 tiers. They got the $350 tier, which is general admission. Then they have a $750, which I have no idea what it's for. And then they have the VIP, which is $1,200 and something.
Oh,
so
damn.
That's only 12 pips, big dog. It's only 12 pips.
Just about.
Okay. Yeah, we'll see.
I'll be on stage with Roger.
We'll see what happens. Yeah. All right, guys. Have fun. Stay safe. Probably see you guys tomorrow.
Enjoy, fellas.
Adios.
Enjoy.
Have a good
Take care. Pakistan to the ball. Bye, Gulag. No music today. Give a like on the stream.